Sir, better investing. Today is Friday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Pause. But let's just quickly just go through the market. Not going to be here for a long time. We'll start off with looking at SPY, looking at QQ. Let me just kind of move some of this stuff here. Did trade Tesla today. Made some nice coins on Tesla. Can't lie. Uh, we'll get into that a little bit later. Um, Take a look at SPY real fast. SPY, right? We got that breakout today. Let's look at this a little bit more. Right, so we got that breakout today. Kind of peaked into these previous highs, like the all-time highs, and kind of put in this. I wouldn't say a nasty candle, and the volume here really doesn't give it any indication that we're going to reverse or anything, but we kind of did peek into this previous all-time high up here at 610.78. We had a high at 610.99, and then we kind of sold back down. But in terms of like what we did today, I mean the low was 609.07, the high was 610.99, like a $2 range. Not something really you're too concerned with when we've been trading. You see down here where my cursor is, we've been trading around about $6.50 per day. So that's kind of, again, it's kind of expected after a big move. You kind of think we're going to have like an inside day, but we kind of finished near the highs. I think the main thing that I'm going to really be watching or really concerned, not say concerned with, but yeah, watching is pretty much this right here. So if I just take off the pre-market volume, go to this, at the end of the day, we still kind of have this pretty much this range that we've been in for quite some time now. What you see is kind of draw that like three potential scenarios. So what we have in terms of like since this leg up at the election, we just really been trading sideways, and why I've been saying like the market's been a little bit difficult. And if we're going to have any continuation, what I kind of want to see is, scenario one is where, we do break out and come back and retest, put in a higher low here, or we break out and just form a higher low, right, for continuation. If neither of those happen, I kind of got this drawn out as a scenario. Probability of this actually occurring is, perhaps, we do something like that where we break out, right, put in that higher low, similar to this scenario here, right, kind of double top out, then we fade back down, possibly fill this gap. It's not going to go straight down, right? But, that's really about all I have to say about the markets. Like, there's nothing really much to do here inside, it's hard to be bearish. I would say I'm leaning more bullish of us breaking out. But I think we have to kind of wait and see what happens with we got the big catalyst of them all. Right, we got NVDA that's reporting next week. So again, like that's kind of what we want to see. From this leg up from August, right, trended higher, and this range right here for the most part it's been pretty annoying. For the most part. Trying to really like say, okay, I'm bullish. I'm heavily bullish, and I'm willing to put on bigger positions. All right, looking at the QQQ, same thing. No, we trying to peak here at the all-time highs. Nothing really happened. No, we broke out. Had a little continuation today. For the most part, had $2.25. That looked like we traded. Nowhere near the range, that we typically been seeing. You look down here again, our average true range is about $7.89 on the last 20 days or so. We didn't even put in half of that compared to yesterday, where it looks like, we had a low of 529 and we hit 536. So you do the math, it's about like $6-7. But good thing is, we did make new all-time highs. Did we fit 593.15, 5? So we didn't make new all-time highs, but from a close, we closed at 538.15, and here we closed at 538.17. So 2 cents off of making all-time highs finally on QQQ. All right, so I mean, overall, your market is a little positive. You could probably find some stocks that doing some weak stuff, but that's for another day. I kind of talk about Tesla real fast. This is the big trade that I took today. I kind of laid out like what I was looking at, and I kind of mentioned that I'd be a little concerned here, considering like where the 50 and the 9 and the 20 sloping down, and I really wanted to see it get back above like this 360 location, hit a high of 362 and kind of reject it, and it had a nice little sell down, but it did put in a higher low right here at 348 or so, but from a 5 minute chart, no, I want to say I took a nice trade on this. No, I think for me, like I came into the morning. First thing I kind of did was say, okay, what do we got currently going on? Well, if you kind of just look at the pre-market and let's just look at like a 10 minute chart. Um, we had a clean uptrend that was showing here. I mean that's a pretty clean uptrend. Um, and if it wants to break that uptrend, no, at around where I was kind of mentioning, right? And we have conviction here that this is a solid uptrend. We even hit it here in the pre-market. For us to break that in the first 15 minutes, first 10 minutes of the market, I was like, well, we good chance we can sell down. So I seen that, right? Kept my pre-market up, and I have my level, right? 358.64. I talked about that level yesterday. We kind of wicked off of that right in the morning. I took some puts, got a nice leg down. No, I didn't capture right down to 388, but I got a nice leg down playing the 355s. Again, playing zero DTs, I definitely suggest playing closer to the money when VIX is really not as high. Because you play those other those way out of the money contracts, even when you get this move down, those contracts are not really going to move as much from my experience. So nice little move down. Not sure why I took off that 346 spot, but yeah. But we'll see what happens next week with this. Let's just quickly just look at a few things. Not going to be here for a long time. Today is Friday, and today is Valentine's Day, so just want to get this out of the way while the wifey gets the kids ready for bath. I think the main things I'm going to be watching, right now and going forward, one would be Bitcoin, seeing what happens on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's again, it's kind of just been ranging since it had its little kind of euphoric move up, breaking, 100,000. And it hasn't really done much since. You can see how tight price action has been for the most part. Like if we would throw on perhaps, let's go look at where's our Bollinger Bands. See if that throws me up. All right. Okay. Bollinger Band's gonna show up. No, Bollinger Band's getting a little tight, right? I mean, not as tight as you think. Not like you kind of got. Let me see if there's any scenarios where it got really tight. Like right here, you see it kind of get a little tight. Let me stop. I don't really use Bollinger Bands like that unless they're like overextended or underextended. Overextended or underextended. Not too sure on my terminology there. But yeah, price action for the most part is being tight. So I'm definitely watching what happens on Bitcoin. I think this could be I wouldn't say a catalyst for the way the market goes, but I think it's mindful to consider what goes on with Bitcoin in terms of like, is the market relatively risk on, or is the market relatively risk off, or are we just going to kind of stay in the scenario we in? But back to the 2 and the 10 year. Honestly, I don't really know what people are really seeing here in terms of like it's still in an uptrend. I'll be more concerned if it gets below this 408 on the 2 year. Well, I say not concerned, but I would say that's kind of breaking structure there, and for here, I mean nothing really has changed. I mean, like it's probably best to use the close. I mean, I'm not no big rate guy, but just saying, like I mean, has it really broken structure? I wouldn't say yeah. I wouldn't say 100% yeah. Even here, yeah, we're below the 10 and the 20 or the 9 and the 20 and the 50. 50 still rising, hasn't really sloped down, and the line in the sand really is probably 105.8 or 104.8. I mean, those are still areas where it could, it can do something like this, right? Right, stop here and bounce, or maybe it can do something like this and come into the 200. That's probably going to be rising and bouncing, and continue higher. But again, I just like to keep track of them. I won't say that I use those as like, oh well, the 2 and the 10 years down, so I'm short today. It's just to kind of just stay gauged with the market. It's kind of like the way I like to put it. Let's go take a look at oil real fast. Oh yeah, I did get out of my Oxy 12% on June 50s. They do have earnings next week, but I was up like 20%. Um, but yeah, I decided to get out of them. Didn't really get the same movement on oil that I was expecting. But at the same time, looking at Oxy, I think for me, what I really wanted to see happen was it kind of break above this 50, and I got out this day here when it broke those lows. I really wanted to see it have continuation here, and I was a little concerned how it wicked off the 50 from underneath, right? Because the 200 is curling down, the 50 is curling down. You do have the moving average crossing over. I was looking for somewhat of I guess, a reversal, but and I got in this day here, probably a little late, I want to say, but I kind of experienced somewhat of a pullback. Got to move, and got out. It is what it is at this point. Uh, that's really about it that I want to go over. Still keeping an eye on this Rocket Lab. Kind of waking up. Like I said, if I take this short, I want to take it when it's breaking the 50, and I want to take it when the market is also kind of having some weakness. But right now, just I don't really see a reason to short. Kind of waiting to see if it does get below here. It might go higher, and I might look like a fool for not taking it higher. But that's kind of what I see, considering how overextended it is, like how massive a move it's had. I mean, they do have earnings coming up, so no, it could trade sideways until it's earnings. Who knows? I think I talked about UAL, and I'm glad I didn't take another look at it, because this is the same thing I kind of mentioned where it did this goofy shit here, and the buyers just stepped right back in. Um, I mean that's a solid move down. I wonder how fast that move happened. That was a pretty big move down. Like, that was straight from the morning. Damn, actually doesn't look bad. Straight from the morning, undercut at those previous all-time highs, reclaimed. Yeah, that's straight from the morning. 103, all the way down to 98. Damn. I mean, where it closed that day, it was damn near 7%. I didn't keep an eye on this. I don't know why I didn't keep an eye on that. I'm trying to think, what did I say? I have to go back and check on what I thought about this and where it could potentially break at. Yeah, not too sure. Yeah. Besides that, I'll probably do a more of a watch list over the weekend. Market is closed on Monday, so I might wait till Monday to do some sort of watch list overall. Um, yeah. Oh, this finally went. And another one, probably because I was paying attention to I was in my Tesla, but I think this is kind of right around that. I kind of marked out this spot. I felt like right here. Um, I mean, it looks like it's breaking down. I would say. I mean, this is probably not a gap on the daily. It probably shows up on the hourly instead. Um, Yeah, I think this is a good stock to watch into next week. Honestly, you can kind of see what I'm seeing here. Not the cleanest, and no, I'd rather this be a little more tight. Um, it's kind of like that almost. Yeah, it kind of looks like that a little bit. Yeah, still gonna keep an eye on that. Need to keep an eye on Eli Lilly too. Kind of rejected up here at this previous location. Didn't really have the gap fill, maybe in pre-market, but yeah, I mean it's been. I'm gonna say it hasn't made a new high since no August. And earnings is out of the way, so even after earnings, they still haven't made a new high. All right, so the way you can look at it, probably the top is in for right now, and it probably needs a bigger pullback. But I don't really see a short here. Not as yet. Not yet. Uh oh, look at car. Back to 90 it goes. And this is why I say like when you take shorts, man, you gotta be you gotta be quick. 'Cause again, the market is there's just a bunch of passive investing that happens, and stocks get bought up. Stocks are created to go higher. Um, so yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's really about it. SMCI. Um, Again, I'm really to see what happens here at this 50 day. Um, I mean, earnings wasn't good. I needed to read their commentary. But at the same time, I'm not too sure if I want to believe in their commentary after what EY dropping them as a potential client. Um, Kind of a straight move up almost. Right, traded sideways a little bit into earnings. But from this previous low, right, the stock's up almost 80%. Just since beginning of February. So I think you have to watch SMCI coming into the 50 location, previous breakdown spot. Um, Wouldn't say a previous breakout spot because we could say this broke out back here at 36, and this went straight through. But we see what happened here at 50, um, where it tried to get brought up and gap below, and then we kind of found some resistance up here at this 50 spot. So if this wants to go up a little bit more, right, then we kind of see a little bit of stalling. I think you can probably risk all that for a bigger move back down. As these EMAs catch up, I'll probably look to take some off, if that occurs. But I think it's good to probably look for that on this chart here. Again, considering the verticality of the move, kind of same here, right? Big move up off the lows. Um, you can probably catch something, right? This was up. Damn, is that even right? 170 something. Is that right? 47 from 17 to 1734. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So like, this stock can move. Didn't really see a long opportunity here. I see you're just taking this breakout, this gap up, kind of like this. I guess a kicker candle. Besides that, that was pretty much it. Some people were playing MicroStrategy. I didn't even care to even bother with it. I'm not trading MicroStrategy right now. But yeah, really about it. Again, I'll probably do a deeper dive into the market come the weekend. See what we really got out there, but yeah, that's really about it. But that's all here, man. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. Um, just looking Powell. I think I talked about Powell at the 200. I might be looking along this soon if this wants to capitulate back down here into like oh, because I was watching this down here, probably like I think it hit like 37 or something this day, like after like the earnings day. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's hitting like somewhere maybe close to 30. Um, but I don't know why they sold off again. I gotta do some more research there. This might be an investment. Um, I've been watching this next for so long. I just haven't found the conviction to pull the trigger. I don't know. And there it is. It has earnings coming up next week. I'm just yeah. It has earnings coming up, and I want to say that they don't make no fucking money. So yeah, I probably won't. I probably won't take that until after earnings is out the way. We'll see what happens then. This NXT. Again, it triggered. I want to say my alert had to go off. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I had it somewhere around here, and it's right now. It's working. This is a peg setup. Power earnings gap up, pull back, right? Pull back into the EMA 9, but it never triggered to take it long. Now it pulled back into the EMA 9, the 20, never triggered to take it long, but then you get this triggering right here, right? It holds. Right here is where you can buy 45.77. You put your stop down here. Right, so you buy right here. Come on, get it together. Right, so you put it, you buy right here. You put your stop right below this low. So you're risking around, you can give it a little bit of room, maybe $2, right? And right now you're up about it's about a 1-to-1 risk, to reward. So for it to make sense, you need to at least take it up to about like $50 or so for it to be a 2-to-1. But you usually target up to here, the previous high, for that continuation. But again, as it gets closer to your stop, as you get closer to your reward, it doesn't make sense to allow this to go back up. You probably want to move your stop up, to make sure the risk reward is still valid. So I guess the best way I can put it, like, say if you got in right here and that's your stop right here, and right, it's working in your favor, right? But now it's up here, and I guess the best way I can put it is like, say it's right here, right? Well, you got to kind of look at that as like that's your new entry, and it doesn't make sense to try to capture this little bit left on the reward, and your stop is still down here, right? Because the risk reward is skewed now, right? Now you're trying to capture, $1.94, and you're risking $6.62. See, that's why I say move your stop out, like when your trade is working, because you just don't want to skew your risk reward as you get closer to your take profit level, if that makes any sense. Nothing really else I'm really watching. God damn, when. That's why you don't stay short for long. That's why you gotta be careful. They had earnings coming up, and earnings came through and blow it out, undercut this right now. This looks like a little fake breakdown, or a fake little double bottom, fake out. I don't know. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, that's really about it. I'll probably look at some stuff later on. Make sure this stock's on my list. I think it was MGOL. I brought this on my list. Oh god, it's not 15% already. Yeah, yeah, I'm not too sure if I want to even be interested in this. I mean, stock that's split doesn't make any money. Um, I mean, besides like okay, this gapped up and then it pulled back here. I mean, your best bet was taking this kicker candle if it stopped below 45, right? Then you got that move, but now it's like I don't know if there's anything else there to do. Um, Jesus Christ, sir. It's kind of why I said like I was a little nervous with these stocks that don't make money. Then it came out that NVDA sold off their entire stake. So NVIDIA did buy WeRide, um, this stock here. So we probably got to keep a look on this. It's up there 83% after it was announced that NVIDIA bought them. Um, this probably has some more legs to it. We'll have to see. Let me check out what did this stock, couple of these stocks do. AUR still beasting. Yeah, I want to say I was fucking in this stock at some point. It had to be like somewhere around like $5. Yeah, I was in this. Damn, fucking double. I think I got in like right here, like around five. I got in around like 520. Put my stop at the low of day, and got this move up to like I can't remember where, but I remember being in this. I remember being in this AUR. That's a reversal. I probably still should be in this Cleveland Cliff, but I like my stock to keep going. I don't really like the once I'm in it, like this is like a momentum play and it doesn't keep going. I'm not gonna sit in it and wait, see what happens. I'll just get out and see if it sets back up. All right, Dexcom. All right, Dexcom had earnings. Looks like and sitting right here at the 200. I mean, this stock could probably go a little higher. I mean, not out the woodworks yet. 50 curling up. Shit, probably buy this now. All right. Just looking over their margins and shit, seeing what's going on here. Hasn't made a new high in about 4 years, so that's a little tough. But I mean, I didn't invest it in worse, so let's open up. I ain't got no fucking money. Alright, last thing I do is look at some software applications, see what's on here. My baby mobile eye, come on man, get going for me, man. This should be like a $30 stop. Easily. Come on, get going. DocuSign. Mmm. Goddamn, Twilio. Not bad. Uh. I think this has found the bottom. Yep. If you want to bottom fish a stock, here's one you can probably bottom fish. Right here. Anyone's interested in bottom fishing. You gotta buy a bunch of shares, man. I think that's the problem. People are like, I'm gonna buy 10,000 shares. You buy 200 shares, $1,800 or so. Gets to 19. You know, you're looking at $4,000. This looks like his bottom. It definitely looks like his bottom. This may have bottom, and it's not a bad stock. Like, oh, that's what it is. And you ain't got no fucking cash. But they make money. Those are pretty good margins on 986 billion. Oh, 50%. For my math, it's damn near 50%. Yeah, my math ain't off. It's not fucking bad. If you want to bottom fish the stock, this doesn't look bad. All right, guys, that's about it for me. Peace. God bless.